Hey Spin Inspired people, it's Imani here. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if this is your first time here. Happy New Year. This is my first video of the year and I'm hoping that it's going to be the first of many to come. One of the things that I want to do this year is to be a lot more productive on my channels and creating videos. Obviously last year was tough for many of us, and with lockdown and homeschooling children, I wasn't able to create as many videos as I wanted to. However, even though we have started the year here in the UK, London, in another lockdown, and I'm homeschooling again 3 children at the same time, it's not easy. I feel at a better place than I did last year. Mentally, I feel prepared. I always seem to start the beginning of the year quite positive anyway, because it's a fresh start. It's time to reflect on the past, put the past behind and move on to a new year, new opportunities, new goals. So despite the way the year has started, I'm positive about how it's going to go. I'm not being too hard on myself. Last year, despite not being able to create as much YouTube videos as I wanted to, I wasn't just sitting at home doing nothing. I am studying for a professional accountancy qualification, and I'm so grateful because I was able to pass enough exams last year to get part of that qualification done. So this year is going to be sort of the final hurdle to completely complete that qualification, and I know I can do it. Last year showed me that I can do it. Studying through a lockdown, homeschooling, everything else, and still passing those exams was not an easy thing to do. So yeah, it's going to be a good year, which is why I wanted to start this year by doing a Spirit Inspired talk. I'm going to call this series of videos, chit chat videos, Spirit Inspired, because this is where we just talk about anything really that will motivate us to take the actions that we need to make in order to achieve the goals that we want to this year. And when I mean actions, I mean the little steps day by day that we can make towards our goals. It's not about over hustling and working ourselves to the bone or comparing ourselves to anybody else's speed. This is our own journey, individual journey in whatever it is that we're trying to achieve. But I just love coming on here and just sharing some of the things that I'm going through as a mother in her 40s. I'll be 43 this year, and just how I'm maneuvering through life and still trying to just achieve the things that I want to, trying to reach my goals, and then in turn hopefully it's helping some of you, and we can have some conversations in the comment section that will help each other. And while I'm on that, if you have not subscribed, please consider doing it now. You are so important to these Spirit Inspired talks. If there's anything that you would like to share or anything that you would like to ask me, the comment section is there for you. Consider being part of this family. So what I really wanted to share in this video today was something that was inspired by a message that my pastor gave a few weeks ago, early in the year, and it really just helped me recenter my thoughts about 2021 and how I was really going to approach this year. A lot of the time we start a new year saying things like, I wonder what the year is going to bring to me. I wonder what 2021 is going to bring. 2021 better bring me prosperity, better bring me money, better bring me success. I better get a new job. And we're expecting the year to bring all these things to us. And he said something that was quite obvious, really. A year is an inanimate thing. It's not living or breathing. It's not a tangible object. Why would we expect a year that has no power in itself to bring anything to us? On the other hand, we are living beings, we are spirits, we have power, we have abilities as human beings to make things happen for ourselves. So instead of saying, what can the year bring to us? He challenged us and said, well, why don't you say, what can you bring to the year? And it's so true. 2021 and what this year will be for any of us depends on our own personal energy. What are we going to bring to it? What we don't need to bring to it is negativity. A lot of the memes that I was seeing at the end of 2020 and even now, which is fair enough, was that 2020 was awful, it was terrible, it was this, and it was very difficult for many people. But there was a sense of, well, because of that, then we need to be very cautious about 2021. I saw some memes sort of warning 2021 that it better behave itself, that, that it needs to, do better than 2020. Um, and for me, those messages were really quite negative. If you're already feeling quite anxious about what the past year has been, what you don't need now is to feel that this coming year is going to bring even further uncertainties or any traumas into your life. It is really a time for us to be positive, to come into this year believing that it is going to be better, believing that we are going to achieve far more than what we did last year, despite whatever challenges may come, and they will come. It's not going to be smooth sailing. I know that. But from the things that I've managed to achieve last year, despite of, I know that I can do the same this year and do even better than before. If you know anything about me and you've been reading some of the articles on my blog, Spirit and Style, then you know that I'm all about manifesting through your thoughts, through the way you think, and especially the words that you speak. Say it and you will get it. It's so important for us, and something that I'm doing myself this year is just to speak what I want from the year. I want to finish my qualification, to be a fully qualified accountant. I want to increase my finances this year. I want to progress and grow my channel this year, and I'm going to achieve it. It's not going to be helpful for me at this point to think, oh, you know what? It's impossible. Lockdown has already started this year. I'm homeschooling. My whole day is consumed with homeschooling. And at the beginning, it was a little bit disheartening because I had everything set out, my plans for the time that I was going to study, the time that I was going to create content, and then suddenly a lockdown was announced and I'm stuck at home with the children now. But you know what's different now? My attitude is different. Yes, I had a bit of a week of how am I going to do this, trying to juggle things, planned it all out, and here I am filming at around 6 o'clock in the evening. The children have eaten, they're watching a movie before bedtime. I'm planning to get this video done within the next half an hour or so, and that's done. I've managed to get a video done despite feeling quite overwhelmed last week when this whole lockdown started. So I just wanted to come here and encourage you and me by saying that it's going to be okay. We are still going to achieve great things this year. So stay encouraged. Stay away from the things that bring you down, the people that bring you down, always got something negative to say. This year it's going to be just fine, and it's really going to depend on the energy that you bring to it and the frame of mind that you bring to it. Write your goals down. I've already done that. I've done a list of the things that I want to do because it's important, especially when you're going through hard times, to have somewhere where you can have a look and say, okay, you know what? This is what I wanted to do. It's still achievable. It's not late. I still have an idea of where I'm going. Write down the goals and then meditate on them. When I say meditate, is every day, just look at the first goal, whatever it is, whatever that goal is, look at that goal, read it out loud and just say something positive. Just say, I'm still on track to do this and I will achieve this next month or within the next 6 months. Even if it looks impossible, just say it, speak it out into the atmosphere. That's how you're going to manifest that thing to become a reality in your life. I've personally been on YouTube since 2016. I've started with my sewing channel, which is doing well, but it could be doing so much better. But life, there was a point when my father passed away. I had other responsibilities. I've not sort of kicked off as fast as I wanted to, but I'm not discouraged. I'm still achieving so much in my life. So it doesn't concern me, but I feel that I can put some more energy into it, and that's what I want to do this year. So I'm going to end this video by saying that this year is going to be great because you're great and you're going to make it great. You're going to tell the year what it needs to do for you, and it will respond because you are the higher being. I'm going to be back with more spirit-inspired talks. I plan fashion and beauty videos. I'm also going to do some study tips videos. As I said, I'm studying for a professional qualification in accountancy. And last year, I just learnt so much through my journey. I have a few tips that I would love to share for anybody who's like me. You're of a mature age, you've got responsibilities like children, and you want to take up a qualification. You can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. And I've got some ideas of how you can better manage your day and better manage your studies, because I've managed to do it. So far, I've passed every exam first time, bar one exam. There was one exam that I did that was straight after lockdown. So there was a long period of not really knowing whether I could do the assessment. I studied bits and pieces. There was so much going on. And I thought I was ready as soon as the assessment centres were open. But I obviously wasn't. And I didn't pass that one. But I said to myself, that's fine. I have a good reason for it. I did the exam again and aced it. And the plan is to continue in that flow. So I've got some tips that I would love to share on this channel about studying and just how to do it effectively. Oh, and I'm also going to continue with my natural hair content. Yes, at the moment I am wearing a wig because it's just the easiest thing for me right now. I absolutely love it. I haven't worn wigs in years. We're talking about 10 years, and I just said to myself this year that I needed to give my hair a break, especially with us not going anywhere. It just didn't make sense styling my hair all the time. So this has been a lifesaver. If you've not seen my video regarding this unit, then please go and watch that. But yes, I will be back with more natural hair content, because advice about natural hair is still the #1 question that I get. And I love helping people who want to go natural, just maintain their hair and get that growth that they're looking for. So guys, I'll see you in the next video. Keep taking spirit inspired actions, and remember to always do it in style.